Hello, reader. This is Suyana, bringing to you Chapter 29, the final chapter of the All-Inclusive Approach, entitled Remembrance. I am is the infinite consciousness that permeates and exists within all things. I am is awareness manifested. This energy reminds us all over and over again, all parts of itself, what our true nature is. Our true nature is infinite consciousness. So we remind others, whether we are aware of it or not, and others remind us again and again. This includes all other expressions of infinite consciousness. Everything is guiding you to this truth. Enlightenment is expressed as someone who has transcended the state of forgetfulness and has achieved a sustained state of remembrance, where all parts of themselves come online into a cohesive understanding and awareness of their infinite nature, of their eternal nature. For those who are in a constant state of forgetfulness, or those who are bouncing back and forth between forgetfulness and remembrance, the human experience we might call it, to varying degrees is the process of returning to a state of sustained and integrated remembrance. And for those who are on the spiritual path, at whatever level or phase of that process they might find themselves, this is the ultimate intention each person holds within their heart for their lifetime, to achieve a sustained state of remembrance, while remaining in physical form, to create and express from this space in the physical paradigm until the next dimension is achieved. As I mature along this path of enlightenment, I find myself engaging less and less in spiritual rituals to achieve deeper connection and insight. Instead, I look around me in each moment to see what reminders God is offering me to strengthen my remembrance and fully awaken from the forgetfulness that our human collective has been experiencing so prevalently. Life, or I am consciousness, empowers all aspects of itself, of its eternal nature, to connect with one another and remind each aspect of embodied source, which is you and everything around you, to walk their chosen path in life with awareness. The awareness that you are a part of Source evolving and experiencing from many vantage points for all eternity. Whatever you can imagine as a sign to remind you of this is one. Songs on the radio that create an emotional response or capture your attention. Conversations that spark a thought or idea. Numbers you see over and over again throughout your day or week. Comfort and reassurance from friends and family, guidance from mentors and teachers, instant connections with new people or places, symbolic dreams offering messages from the unconscious or subconscious, and inner promptings or insights that arise from the stillness within you. All the ways we interact with our world and our inner landscape offer reminders of the consciousness that we are and that surrounds us. I am is the commitment made by Source to itself to always connect with and experience itself with unconditional love and acceptance. As far away from these qualities you may think you are at any given moment, you are never more than a reminder away from the truth. Separation cannot be true, but we are free to experience it to support our growth and awareness. Eternal consciousness is our truth. Once this reality begins to penetrate your perception of everything, you realize that separation is merely an underdeveloped awareness of your choice to be one of the many vantage points of the oneness. As this awareness matures and you empower yourself with the knowledge that your choice to be an individual was made from within the infinite consciousness existing in eternity, the journey unfolding in each moment holds the greatest value. What's present? Striving to be somewhere, something, or somehow different becomes the dream of forgetfulness from which you awaken. As you awaken from this state, over and over again and anchor in the awareness of your true nature, all manners of resistance, judgment, control patterns, and evasiveness toward the life you have now fall away. You are left with an open, willing heart, an alert, receptive mind, and a relaxed, vitalized body. All of the trappings of resistance have fallen away. The moments when any of these systems become impaired or imbalanced become an opportunity to dive into transformation, awakening, and remembrance at a deeper level. The belief that any adversity or challenge is representative of punishment from a higher power or evidence of your unworthiness is replaced with trust, an enthusiasm to embrace all the gifts and experiences you chose to have during this incarnation. How do you know this and go to work the next day? Wipe your ass. Have that same argument about brushing teeth with your child at the end of the night. How do you remember and still function in the world the way it is and was when you were in a state of forgetfulness? You commit to being your eternal nature. You commit to yourself. You surrender to the complexity of this eternal dynamic existence. How many times has consciousness fought with itself, washed a dirty dish, cleaned a shitty asshole? For as long as there has been a physical realm, there has been the physical experience. It takes the deepest sense of courage, is the greatest act of bravery, the most noble commitment you can make to be yourself in this world, and play your part regardless of the company you are in at that moment or the task at hand. True nature is the expression of your unique individual talents, interests, passions, and personality, not culminating on a grand stage or a big screen, but through your willingness to live fully the simplicity of everyday moments as you. It is the ultimate blending of the ego, your individuated self, and the spirit, your eternal self. Together, these two components of each human being create, develop, and grow into our specific experience, expression, direction, and purpose. But none of it exists beyond the realm of the one consciousness. When we commit to our eternal nature, nothing is below divinity. Everything is within and beyond it. We are all related. We are all one. We are all awareness manifested. So let's go ahead and dive right into Chapter 29's Journal Prompts and Reflections. The chapter is entitled Remembrance. Remembrance is not achievement, it is recognition. I am is not a statement of ego, it is the acknowledgement of awareness itself. The same awareness that animates your body, thinks your thoughts, feels your emotions, and observes them all simultaneously. You will forget. You will remember. You will forget again. This rhythm is not failure, it is evolution. Enlightenment is not the removal of humanity, it is the integration of humanity with awareness. Washing dishes, brushing teeth, navigating conflict, laughing with your child, all of it becomes sacred when seen through the lens of remembrance. You are not separate from Source. You are Source, expressed uniquely, and nothing can remove you from what you are. The journal prompts for this chapter are 1. When I say I am, what am I truly referring to? Number 2, the moments I feel the most connected to my eternal nature are. And a follow-up question to that, what supports that awareness? Number 3, the biggest obstacle to sustaining remembrance in my life is, and a follow-up question to that, how might I meet that obstacle with compassion instead of resistance? Number 4, if I lived from the awareness that everything is sacred, I would begin to. And number 5, what commitment can I make gently, sustainably, to return to remembrance daily? The exercise for this chapter is called the I Am meditation. Sit comfortably in stillness with your eyes closed or open. Inhale slowly and silently say, I. Exhale slowly and silently say, am. Do not add anything after it. No roles, no labels, no identity. Just I am. If thoughts arise, let them pass. Rest in simple awareness. After several minutes, open your eyes and look around you. Whisper internally, this too I am. Notice how the boundaries between observer and observed soften. Additional practices for personal growth and inquiry. Number 1, keep a reminder journal. Keep a small notebook or digital copy where you record moments that remind you of your eternal nature. Include synchronicities, insights, meaningful interactions, or experiences where you feel connected to Source. Review this journal weekly as a reminder of your ongoing remembrance. You can also choose mundane moments of divinity to acknowledge. Choose one daily task: washing dishes, brushing your teeth, driving to work. Each time you do this task, pause and remind yourself, I am awareness manifested. Breathe deeply, feel your presence, and notice how even the most ordinary moments contain divinity. A third exercise called the Conscious Living Meditation includes spending 5 to 10 minutes each day sitting in stillness. Inhale deeply and repeat silently, I am. Exhale and allow yourself to simply be. Let go of any need to control, analyze, or achieve anything. Just exist. And this is very much akin to the first exercise that I detailed in this chapter. Witnessing awareness in others. Throughout the day, observe the people around you with the awareness that they are also expressions of Source. See beyond their roles, personalities, and behaviors and recognize their divine essence. Notice how this perspective shifts your interactions and deepens your sense of unity. The fifth exercise you can participate in is called a letter to your future self. Write a letter to yourself from the perspective of your most awakened, remembered self. Offer yourself wisdom, encouragement, and reminders of your eternal nature. Read it whenever you feel disconnected or lost. You'll notice that throughout the workbook there are a lot of invitations to reflect and contemplate on your process. This isn't homework, it's much more about taking time with your process. We are living very busy lives, and to be willing to sit down for 10, 20, 30 minutes, an hour each day and write in your own handwriting what your journal prompt might be for that day, or to sit in stillness and observe yourself, all aspects of yourself, and yourself at times being everything that exists in the world. There's no need to even to take any ownership of it. It's so helpful to really make change sustainable, because you're adding in habits that support the continuing development of change and evolution. And so a lot of us have some resistance to doing these extra tasks and adding more tasks to our life. But if you're anything like me or most people that I know, there is time in the day that we spend doing other things that aren't bringing us much reward in life. And a lot of the reason we're doing those things is because we want to check out. because we are doing so many things throughout the day that we don't necessarily feel like we're choosing. We're thinking we have to do them. We have to go to work. We have to go grocery shopping. We have to pick the kids up. We have to take a shower. All of that way of interacting with our world makes it where when we have a moment to sit down, the last thing we want to do is have to journal. But the process of choosing to journal, to get to meditate, that shift opens up more opportunities for choosing and getting to do other things that you want to do. And you have all of this power within yourself to make that small adjustment with something that is negotiable, but is also a powerful catalyst. And I want for you to have the most empowered and self-realized experience in your life, of your life. So that's why I'm encouraging you to prioritize putting the time and effort into these activities. The affirmations for sustained remembrance are: I am always connected to Source even when I forget. I embrace my eternal nature in every moment. I trust that everything is guiding me back to remembrance. I am both the student and the teacher of awakening. I honor the sacredness of my daily life. Every experience brings me closer to truth. I am already whole, already home, already free. Our closing contemplation for this chapter in this book is: you are not becoming enlightened. You are remembering what you have always been. Thank you so much for joining me in this journey of self-discovery and realization. It's been a joy and an honor to produce these videos and share this content with you. If you feel called or inspired, I'd love to hear any thoughts, feelings, feedback, experiences, aha moments, synchronicities that you've experienced throughout your exposure to this content. If you have anyone in your life that you feel might benefit from it, please share it. If you want more people to be exposed to it, please like it and subscribe to my channel. And as always, be well and enjoy the now.